Welcome back, folks. My name's Shane. In today's video, we're checking out the Ulanzi Camera Fan back here. So if you've got a camera that's prone to overheating, this little camera fan might be the solution you're looking for. Now, I put this through its paces on my Panasonic G9 Mark II here, and it fits almost any mirrorless camera that has this fully articulating touchscreen. It fits perfectly on my G9 Mark II and also on my Sony a7S III, which means it will fit basically any camera body out there as long as it's got a flip out screen like this. As you can see here, the fan has a little spring on the side, making it very easy to fit on and clip to any camera system. All you have to do is click it in like this and you're good to go. I've tested this Ulanzi Camera Fan on my Panasonic G9 Mark II shooting at 4K at 100 frames per second in S&Q mode, as this camera doesn't overheat in any other mode in the studio, whether that's 4K, 50, 60, or even shooting in open gate. It just runs until the battery dies. I'm in the PAL region, so 4K at 100 frames per second is 4 times slow motion, slowed down in camera without audio, so it's a very demanding test. This camera has no internal fan or anything like that, so it was a good camera to test this out to see what the fan actually does. Without the fan, the G9 Mark II will generally overheat shooting 4K at 100 frames per second at around the 29-minute mark, give or take your studio environment. So that's the basic benchmark for this particular camera. With the fan on, I was able to record for over 51 minutes before the camera finally overheated. While I did see the overheating warning message pop up on screen, the camera continued to record a lot longer with the fan than without it. Usually once you see the overheating warning message, you've usually got about a minute before it shuts down. But in this case, with the fan, it lasted a lot longer. This is a huge improvement, and if you own a Sony camera that's prone to overheating like the Sony a7 IV or the ZV-E1, this should be a huge help here in the studio. After letting the camera cool down, I ran the test again with the fan speed on 2, and I was able to record until the SD card filled up, which was just over 55 minutes. Once the camera ended up writing the file to the disk, it then overheated. So I was able to almost double the amount of record time with the fan than without. Let's quickly cover the fan itself. So the Ulanzi Camera Fan has a built-in rechargeable battery, and you can charge it via the provided USB-C cable directly into the port here on the front of the fan. If you have a spare phone charger or a spare USB port on your computer, that's all you need to charge this fan up. To power the fan on, all you have to do is hold down the button, and we get 3 main modes here: 0, 1, and 2. So 0 is the fan doing absolutely nothing, and if you let it sit for about a minute, it will then turn itself back off. If you hit the button once, we go into mode 1, which is the first fan mode, which is the lowest of the two, and fan mode speed 2, which really ramps up the fan. Now, on one of the tests that I ran, I noticed that as the battery was about to die, I plugged in my USB-C cable directly to the fan, and it actually ramped up the speed of it. So on the last test I ran, you could probably see I had a USB-C cable plugged into this because it was about to run out. And I noticed an immediate difference with the speed of the fan. It also ramped up the noise slightly. Now, this is a pretty quiet fan overall. I'll click it to the back of the camera and I'll bring it up to my microphone here. If you can hear that, that's the kind of noise floor you can get. And if you can't hear it now, you're not going to hear it once it's behind the camera a few feet back, so I wouldn't worry about noise. But this has 3 main power modes, and if you need just a little bit of extra fan speed, you can hook it up via power. Additionally, there's a temperature sensor on the fan, and this works great. I moved it to a few different surfaces, and I found it changed almost instantly, so it's very accurate. The only thing to keep in mind with this sensor is that it's recording the temperature on the back panel of the camera and not the entire camera. So while the back of the camera might be cooled, it still could be heating up internally enough to overheat the camera, but it definitely does make a difference, so just keep that in mind. I'd also remember that a fan like this, as great as it is for its price, will never give you the same results as a camera that already has active cooling built in, so that's a bit of a no-brainer, but it's definitely worth mentioning. The battery life is rated at 85 minutes on the low setting and 70 minutes on the high setting, so it's enough for most long-form content if you're sitting behind the camera talking like this. If you need it to run longer, just simply plug it into USB-C and you're in business. Now, if you have a camera that struggles with overheating in a situation like this, or live streaming, or when shooting 4K 60, the results should be better with this fan than without it. While this fan definitely helps the camera to keep a few degrees cooler on the back, I can't imagine it would help too much in a shooting situation. If you're out on a bright sunny day with no clouds, you'll still cook the camera as it'll be heating up all around it. At the end of the day, how much this will actually improve your situation will also depend on the camera model that you have. Some are more prone to overheating than others. This is version 2 of the camera fan. There's no suction cups or anything on the back, which means all you have to do is click it in, and thanks to this spring-loaded design here, it just clicks in beautifully. This is my G9 Mark II, so it'll fit any other Panasonic camera. Not that Panasonic cameras have that much of an issue with overheating. And then this is my Sony a7S III, which also doesn't overheat much, and it fits perfectly. While version 1 is still available on the Ulanzi website, I would highly recommend buying version 2. While it's more expensive, the suction cups are prone to falling off, whereas this one just clicks in and you're good to go. I wouldn't do anything too robust with this fan on the back. For studio work, again, it's going to be perfect, or maybe simple gimbal work, but anything more demanding than that, and I would want to secure this a lot better than just having it sort of clipped in on the back. While this fan won't replace a camera with internal active cooling, it does a really great job, and I think the results speak for themselves. I'll link down to Ulanzi's website for a compatibility chart in the description box so you can see if this fits your camera. If you have a flip-up screen, definitely give this one a miss. It's not designed for those cameras. Thanks to Ulanzi for sending this out for the review. I really appreciate it. No money's changed hands, but they are letting me hold on to this sample unit. I was really keen to see what it would do on both of these cameras. So yeah, it definitely works, but I wouldn't put it out into demanding heat conditions, as the camera will probably still overheat if it's prone to it. Thanks again for watching, folks. My name's Shane. If you want to check out more videos, check out this one on screen. Catch you soon. See ya.